to Plug In, episode 20. I'm your host, Stephanie Myers, here with Avi.
And I'm
Good
your
morning.
other host, Avi. So welcome.
Welcome. So, a lot has happened this past week. Let's just get right to it.
Yes.
First, let's talk about the world is now divided into two separate views.
Yes, two
And
or three maybe.
Yeah, and it's all about the dress. Hashtag the dress, whether it was black and blue or white and gold. I'm sure a lot of people are just over this discussion, but what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think first of all we wasted a lot of time. Second, it's not really the picture. It doesn't tell much because it's different light casted on this dress, and the true color of the dress was blue and black. But it's amazing that we had over 25, 30 million different posts on the dress, while the world is descending into chaos, especially in Iraq, with the ISIS destroying 2,700-year-old statues and artwork, and nobody got so intensely upbeat or at least bringing it to the social media network where the heritage of the world is being destroyed. So it's amazing. But the dresses ultimately, according to my eyes, it looked white and gold, but the actual dress was blue and black. So
Right. Yeah, exactly. And it's funny and it's also sad at the same time that that's what we're focusing on.
Yep.
We're focusing
Yep.
on a dress, and all of the articles on BuzzFeed, for example.
not even $100 dress because
Right. I know. All of the trending articles, all it was about the dress. And so and you make a great point how there are so many other topics and discussions
more
that
important.
yeah,
Yep.
that are very much more important than
Yep.
the dress, but that's just what's going to get the attention of people. And someone even went out and got a tattoo of
The dress.
hashtag the dress
Oh boy.
on their body.
But you know what? The designer got the point. Now, that dress is the hottest thing on the market for ultimately what they did. Is just probably a marketing gig, and they got what
Right.
they wanted out
Exactly.
of it. So it was a smart way of marketing a dress. And the people got involved, and social media, which is, I think there's nothing social about it when you are sitting facing your screen and typing and not really interacting
Right.
or looking at anybody's eyes or talking to them with the feelings, only with hashtags and this and that. I don't know about it, but it's time waster 99% of the time. But here we go. And the important points of what's happening in the world, it's going by unattended to. Yeah, there's voices here and there, but not really. The other thing too, the guy in Russia that opposing
Right,
Putin was
yes,
shot because
yes.
he wanted to bring some issues to the table about the involvement of Russia in Ukraine.
Right.
And you know what? How many people hashtagged it in this country?
Exactly. And it hasn't received nearly as much media attention as it should.
Uh-huh. And Putin is an evil, like when Bush used to call the evildoer. Putin is one of those, but we're afraid to name him that way because we have some interest with him. Yeah, we are pushing the embargoes and the restriction and making
Yes.
his life
Yep.
a little difficult. Not his life, actually, the people, because he gets what he wants still. So, but anyway, there's still the debate is out, I guess, on the dress because some people they see it as gold and white from the pictures, and other people they can see it even a third color that it wasn't mentioned. So
Right. And speaking of dresses, there was a little controversy that happened over the weekend, or actually I should say last week, where Lupita Nyong'o's custom Calvin Klein
Yep.
dress was stolen from her. It reportedly had more than 6,000
Thousand-
pearls.
yes,
And was worth more than $150,000. I can't even. I mean, the dress was absolutely gorgeous on her,
Yeah.
but I can't even fathom,
that
the
somebody will
money
be
and-
stupid enough to steal it. It's like stealing the Mona Lisa. What do you do with it after you stole it?
Right. Well, you know what? TMZ reported that the person who stole the dress, which I think may have been an inside job, because who, must have been, and this is just my opinion, a security guard or
Yeah.
something must have gotten a hold of the dress. They took some of the pearls out,
Oh,
and tried to appraise them
see.
to see if they were real, and they weren't. And so then it
so
was
they weren't
returned.
real pearl.
No.
Or just the handwork and the amount of attention
Exactly.
to it?
Yes.
Oh,
I
okay.
wonder how much that would weigh. That would definitely be a workout for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would
Yeah.
I would also be so scared of something falling out. Never like there's so much beadwork
Yeah,
on there.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Um,
And how do you even fold it? You put it in in luggage to transport it. It's like overweight luggage. It's
oh
not
my
something
gosh,
you
right?
can carry
Yeah.
with your carry-on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then also I want to touch base on another thing that's fashion related. So I think this is just I really want to talk about this because
That's your corner, fashion. Okay.
exactly. Well, okay. So, but real quickly in the entertainment news, E has a show. It's called Fashion Police,
Uh-huh.
and one of the hosts, Juliana Rancic, made a comment about singer Zendaya's hair during the
Yeah.
Oscars,
Uh-huh.
and she said that it smelled like weed. And then afterwards, and it
And
was
what's
just
wrong with weed? It's legal in
exactly,
4 or 5
exactly.
states already.
And then afterwards, Zendaya posted something on Twitter, something to the effect of, "I was really offended. I'm in awe." And then, now everyone is saying, "Oh, Juliana Rancic, that was racist, what you said." And I think it's just so sad how careful we have to
Yeah.
be, because everything that we say is going, has been interpreted as either
especially
racist or
in this country, we
anti-Semitic
have
or-
the freedom of speech, but literally
Right.
our speech is curtailed. You can't say this word, you cannot say that word, you cannot say this sentence, and sometimes just to describe something, not to mean any negative or any hurting anybody,
Right, exactly.
but automatically construed that it is, and you can't even utter the word, and after that you have to go and apologize to everybody for a word that you didn't mean to say it, and it wasn't meant that way, but it was twisted.
Exactly. And I think it's so hypocritical to call someone racist over that comment because, especially this past December, everyone wanted to see the interview, and Sony initially pulled that movie and then had it on theaters and YouTube because people were saying, no, it's freedom of speech, it should be shown. And
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like some people, they called Obama like Hitler, and they make
Right.
these distinction. Racist is ISIS, what they are doing, and they are killing Christians or whatever other people that don't believe in their religion. Those are racist, vicious, cruel, mean people. Racist is the ones that used to burn crosses in front of people's houses. That's racist. Saying a word that means absolutely nothing, I don't know. We are like putting so much weight on these words and literally diluting the word racist and the word. What do you call these people that are slaughtering thousands of people in Iraq and Syria? What do you call them? What do you call Hitler when he was doing? If these people are identified as racist,
Yeah, or anti-Semitic,
where do you put the real racist category? What category do you put them in?
right. And people, I mean, especially in Hollywood, you have to have a tough skin. I mean, if you're gonna, she never said anything bad. And I just think it's ridiculous, especially in France
Yeah.
back in January. Everyone was trying to promote France, with the Je suis
Yeah.
Charlie
Yeah.
newspaper.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and what's racist about him? He drew a cartoon and he suffered the consequences for it that meant absolutely nothing to only the stupid people that interpreted it that way. It was nothing but a cartoon. If you took Mickey Mouse and put a headdress on him, it didn't make him look like anybody but Mickey Mouse with a headdress. And that's the stupidity on these people, that we are going the same direction of some of these radical people, that you can't say a word, you cannot look at person one way or another without being criticized. So, but anyway, on to the next better news.
On to a better note. So this week is Restaurant Week in Orange County, which
Really?
I am
Oh,
so
okay.
excited about, because there's more than 100 restaurants all over Orange County that are
Okay.
offering deals anywhere from $10 to $15 for a nice lunch to $40 or $50 dinner meal, which sounds expensive, but you
But you
the
get
creme
the
de la creme.
whole
You get the
enchilada.
whole, yeah, exactly. You get the whole enchilada, literally. And I think that's really exciting.
Is there a list with the restaurants participating in the restaurant week? Can you go to
Yes.
Morton Steakhouse?
Yes,
Morton
actually,
Steakhouse?
Morton Steakhouse is participating this year, I
Oh.
believe.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And it has all the sort of pre-feed menu
Uh-huh.
on the website. Make sure to check out ocrestaurantweek.com, and you
Okay.
can check out all the menus and all the restaurants and see what they have to offer.
And how long this festivity goes
It
on?
goes until March 7th. So
okay.
it started on the 1st.
Okay,
so
well, we have 4 more days.
exactly. So if you want to try a new restaurant, it's definitely
The time to do it now.
exactly.
Or if you want to go out to dinner every night and and
Splurge
try
a little
different
bit,
restaurants.
right. Yeah.
Try different food. Is it like a mix of ethnic foods as well as
Exactly. There's some
okay.
Indian cuisine
Cuisine.
in there, and there's some Moroccan in
Oh,
there, and
okay.
Greek. So it's just a matter. I wish it was separated by genre, but it's separated by city
Oh,
or
okay.
by price.
Okay.
So you can choose whether you want something from lunch, and it shows you the menu right there, which is nice because you don't want to
Okay.
get there and have any sort of special surprises that
I
something
never
costs
heard of
extra.
this. Is it the first year? This?
No, it's
oh,
not.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow, and I've been living here for 20 years in Orange County. I never heard of the Restaurant Week. I know every summer we have Taste of Laguna Niguel, Taste
Right,
of
yeah.
Mission Viejo.
Yeah, so,
So-
very exciting.
All right.
And it's March. So
Yep.
what that means, it's March Madness, which if you're unfamiliar with March Madness, it's when all of the colleges for the NCAA basketball,
How
everyone
about
puts
we
together.
pick this in the next part of the show because we're running out of time. So if
Okay.
you just want to set them up so we can go
Yes,
to it.
exactly. Just a little tease right
Yep.
there for you. All right, stay tuned. We have a lot more to discuss.